The Premier has spent the second week of the state election campaign trying to break free from the party's federal woes. The leadership showdown between Julia Gillard and Kevin Rudd overshadowed events in Queensland. But Labor and the LNP also rolled out policies and promises on education, health, law and order and the environment. In a moment, our panel will discuss the week's events, but first, here's a look at the hustings.
I don't care what's happening in Canberra, I care about what's happening right here in Queensland.
And it's been very, very hard for me to get any airtime.
It's over, but Labor's troubles haven't gone away. Julia Gillard has seen off Kevin Rudd's bid for a leadership comeback and wants the Australian people to know that the political drama that's gripped her government has finished.
It's one of the biggest caucus smackdowns in federal ALP history.
Look, everybody knows that Kevin's a friend of mine, and it's never easy to watch your friends go through something like this.
She says the Canberra battle damaged her campaign, but her opponent doesn't agree.
Don't let Anna-Blind Labor get away with trying to pretend they're sort of victims in this.
Campbell Newman's come to the Labor-held seat of Mansfield on Brisbane's south side to announce a graffiti policy. He's promising to provide councils with an extra $2 million a year for clean-up work.
I don't see it as art, I see it as a crime.
Do you want to go and get a big shovel and make a hole for us? I'm going to go and get one of that. What about the blue one?
Education was a major focus for Labor in week one of the campaign. After a back-to-basics morning in Brisbane, the Premier returned to that theme, promising more money for students with disabilities.
The $50 million.
The LNP is promising to boost support services for new mothers with extra help from midwives and nurses at home or in clinics.
This is an announcement for families, it's an announcement for mums, it's an announcement for kids.
When you're home to that much biodiversity, as Queensland is, we've got a special obligation to look after it and protect it. This will be conservation on a continental scale, and there is nothing like it anywhere else in Australia.
And the LNP has also released more election sweeteners. It's promising more police officers and a second police helicopter if it wins government.
1,100 new frontline police over the next 4 years.
The Australian newspaper says a developer donated $50,000 last year to Mr Newman's Lord Mayoral re-election fund, weeks before Brisbane City Council approved 2 residential towers.
Whichever way you look at it, today's revelations involve dodgy donations, they involve a dodgy development approval, and they add up to a dodgy deal.
Look, this is just the same old malarkey from the Labor Party that we've seen for the last 11 months.
If Mr Newman wants the top job, he's got to answer these questions.
She's clinging to smear and innuendo like a drunk clinging to a light pole.
Sacrifice the man's got to make for the party.
Absolutely awesome. I want one.
We finished? Thank you. It's been fun again.